Listen, do you mind if I put my 2 cents in?
No, I don't mind.
Call the police immediately.
I don't get it.
No idea what you're talking about. Yes? Hello? Hi, stranger.
I want ham and eggs and flapjacks with lots of butter and syrup and coffee. I'll take the coffee now.
Why have you come here tonight? Rain.
Where's my dough?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's us once again, your host Chuck, Allen, Uncle Freezie, coming to you live with vibes and stuff live in the morning. Good morning, vibrant ones. How you doing? How you doing this morning?
I am well, sir. How about you?
I'm well. I can't complain.
Good. Good to see you.
Hey man, it's good to be seen.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
For sure. Subliminal 129 is in the building. What's good?
Salute, sub.
Yeah, man. We got this. I don't know why. I get so wrapped up in the conversation, I keep forgetting I got to get on this producer. Let me see. So, Chuck, what is in your cup?
Well, sir, what's in my cup is usually what's in my cup. Right. We got sparkling water. It's not cut with anything today, just straight up sparkling water.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have Sprite Zero.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sprite Zero. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How's the weather where you are?
Right now, it's about 47 degrees. I think today, for the tri-state area, we're going to get a chance to see some leg. It's going to get a high of 61 degrees.
What?
So the shorts are going to come out today.
Do them girl what they do, so them girl them they do.
You heard what I said. It's only going to be 61 degrees.
Yeah, I know.
New Yorkers show out in shorts and tank tops, and I'm like, nah. It's warmer than what it usually be, but it ain't that hot.
But yeah, we taking things just a teeny bit too far.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just a teeny bit. You know what I'm saying?
New Yorkers are something else, man. They're impervious to any type of weather. They can handle it, except down south heat. Oh, I can't take that heat down south.
Yeah, that heat down south do be a headbanger. Yeah, man. You ready to get into this health and lifestyle?
Yes, sir.
Yo, Bodega Wi-Fi's in the building. That's our guy.
Salute.
Bodega Wi-Fi.
Yes, sir.
I still think Bodega Wi-Fi is the dopest screen name in our universe. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Bodega Wi-Fi is the dopest screen name ever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Hey, so Chuck, so health and lifestyle, right? So for lunch today, I ate a handful or maybe 2 handfuls of pretzel bites. The ones without dairy, no dairy, none of that whack mess in it. So I had some of that, still going vegan strong. You know what I'm saying? had also had about 4 ounces of cashews. Fire.
Okay.
Yeah,
And so
man.
how hungry are you right now?
Oh, I'm starving, bro. My stomach is legit. My stomach is legit touching my back. But oh, look at Mo. Thank you, Mo. Mo brought me a vegan sandwich.
Nice.
It's just random. It's like plant-based meatballs, plant-based cheese, bread with no dairy, and all that stuff. So yeah. But Chuck, but you know what though? Being physically healthy is one thing.
Yes.
Being emotional healthy is something else.
Oh, yes.
Being emotionally healthy is something else.
I think.
So, oh, go
Mhm.
ahead, bro. Go
I
ahead,
was
bro.
going to say,
Go
I
ahead.
think being emotionally healthy is more important than physical health.
Okay.
Why? Because you cut off the head, you kill the body.
Right.
Sometimes it's mind over matter, and um, because I've seen very healthy people with poor mental stability, um, poor emotional stability and support, um, go to waste.
Right.
I think as much as you take care of your physical, like your physical body, you gotta exercise and keep your mind healthy. Because if you
Right.
always have a bunch of negative thoughts, especially about yourself,
Right.
um, every time you look in the mirror, you're gonna say that you're fat, even though you're only 98 pounds. Right.
Mm.
You're gonna say always have these mental blocks that regardless the physical health won't change. But did I say that right?
Um, I think I may have taken it a certain way.
Okay.
Right. Like the way I took it is yeah, physical health is important,
Hmm.
right? But your mental and emotional health are more important,
Right.
and to a point where you have to be careful and not letting your emotional and mental health slide.
Exactly. Exactly. You worded it better than I did. Yes, definitely.
No, but you were on point, man. You were on point. So with that said, I want to say this. So how is it? How important is it for men to be in that mental and emotional balancy type place? You ever saw an overly emotional man?
Yes, and it befuddled me.
Okay.
Um, and maybe that's my Neanderthal upbringing. My primitive upbringing, where men aren't supposed to show their emotions.
Right.
Um, Not to say things don't bother you, but you're not supposed to show it, right?
Right.
And um, for some people, they act like these things don't exist. You're never upset. Your feelings are never hurt. Because believe it or not, men feelings get hurt too. We're not
Right.
robots.
Right.
We're not artificial intelligence. Like we have feelings as well.
Right.
Um, but as a kid, I wasn't taught the right way to deal or handle those emotions. You
Okay.
know, uh, when it comes to men, society only allows us, particularly um, black men, but men in general, uh you're only supposed to I was listening to that earlier. Subliminal. Shout out to H Town. I was listening to that earlier before I got into some call time. It's so emotional.
Yeah.
Um uh
Right.
yes, I agree with that bodega Wi-Fi that they are because they have been taught to be in touch with those emotions. Um Generations before that were taught the man, you push that down, you a man, you have to be strong
Right.
all the time.
Right.
And so the only emotions that you can show is anger
Right.
and sexual energy, right?
Right. Right.
And so you have a generation of men that only can exhibit those emotions where they're very excitable, ready to fight, ready to don't matter.
Right.
Little kid, mama, girlfriend, we because something didn't go their way and they're frustrated and they can't communicate that, the
Right.
first thing they run to is, well, then what did I say?
Well,
You better get out of my face. And now they're ready to get physical. And you know, that's not a good thing, man. Men are more than just uh what meets the eye. Um, but I think when they open that door of men sharing their emotions, some people took it to another level, and it's not uh very emotional. It's not. It's a lot of whining, and I don't like a
wow.
whining ass man.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh wow.
I don't.
Wow.
If you're upset, salute. We can walk through. We can go through it. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this thing. What you upset about? Oh, something I said, something I did. Is it something that that you can possibly? If it's something that you can't control, then bro, let's just deal with it as that. You're not going to be able to go back in time and change it. So let's work out these feelings, right? He knew I was going to wear that blue shirt and purple tie. Why would he know I was going to wear that? Why did he do that?
Right. Right.
I want to punch you in the gut. Like, what's wrong with you?
With a running start. Let me get a running start and punch you in the gut. Yeah, that's about how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I see over dramatic. Yeah.
Yes. I can't. Like, I'm telling you, my skin will crawl. Like I see a guy throwing a temper tantrum. Um, I know this is not KMD, but I'm gonna talk about Julius Randle just for a brief second. I was like, oh man, he's doing a 3-0 tantrum.
Yeah.
It's just that he's
Right.
6'8", 250 or 280 or whatever he is. But this is a toddler in the store not getting their way, wallowing on the floor. But I want it. If I can't have it, but mom,
Right.
oh mom.
Right.
Right. So ye- yeah, I apologize. I apologize. I just brought that up to show you how emotional people get, and it's like you can be emotional,
Right.
but don't be dramatic and whiny, because
Okay.
then I'm not going to take what you're going through serious.
Right.
I feel you being childish or juvenile. Um, but men have emotions, man, and my question is to the chat and to you, Uncle Freezy. As a man, when you're dealing with something, anything, I don't want to make it specific, um, because sometimes that gets people thrown off a little bit. But when you're dealing with a situation that is not going your way and you're feeling certain emotions, how do you deal with that and not look like a juicy?
So 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 most of the time, Chuck, I'm not gonna lie to you. So most of the time I just relax, right?
Hmm.
Most of the time, all it calls for is me remembering to get into a safe mental and emotional place, and remember that regardless what just happened, it's not the end of the world, right? Like I give you an example of something that happened to me recently. I was so intellectually frustrated with the next morning drive yesterday that I just cut it short. I was like, I just had enough. I just can't deal with it. I just can't take any more of, you know what I'm saying, what's going on here the next morning drive. So just cut it short. But then as soon as I hit the button, as soon as I hit the out button, I laughed. And like I was like, man, really? That really, man? So I laughed at myself to myself, right? Like, really, man, you were that frustrated? Did you just up and quit? And so I'm laughing at myself as I walk in the room, right? So I sit on the, so I sit on the edge of the bed and I'm laughing to myself like, Uncle Freeze, that was so silly, right? Because think about it. If I was so intellectually frustrated, why not just change the topic? I'm in control, right? If I'm in control of something, how do I let it get out of hand when I'm in control?
Right.
Right? So I have to be in control of myself. So I'm like, what are you doing? I'm talking to what are you doing? You know, I'm like, so yesterday I kind of had like that thing, and I laughed to and at myself for a minute, like for like 30 minutes, not 30 minutes straight. Now I ain't the Joker. Now I ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I just thought about what happened. I was like, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? So I just chill out, man, get to that mental space where it's like remembering who you are. Because I always, listen, man, Chuck, who are you, Chuck? Who are you really? You know who you are for the most
Yes.
part. Now, you may not know everything that happened in your history, your ancestry, leading
Hmm.
up to, say, when you were about, 9 or 10 years old, where your memories actually mean something. You know what I'm saying? You might not know all of that stuff. But for the most part, you know who you are and what you want out of life, right? So when you get emotionally head over, like for instance, I shared this with you. I don't share this with many people, but I'll share it since we. So when I think I was about 20. I think I was about 20, 21. I was in a car accident, right? I was a big, strong dude, 6'5", 215, nothing but muscle, like a ball of muscle, bro. Right?
Yes, sir.
Ball of muscle. Military, got all the women I could ever need and want, all these things. Then I'm in a car accident, right? The axle, me and my cousin were in a Escort GT. The axle broke, spent around in the road. We went off the road, right? Off the road,
Hmm.
was driving through trees, spent around, and we slammed into a tree on my side, and the tree slammed up against my leg, shattered all this stuff in my right leg, right? And the part about it is I could see it coming. I'm
Hmm.
like, please don't let us hit this tree head on. And we didn't hit a tree head on. We hit it in the side. So
Wow.
all this stuff. So I got bruised ribs, bruised arm, broken leg, hip joint, socket, all that stuff broken. Right. So I go from a 6'5", 250. I'm gonna fast forward through the story, right? So I go from a 6'5", 215-pound man that can, 360 dunk, yam on people. You know what I'm saying? I was boxing at the time, beating people down, all this stuff, to a guy in traction with his leg up. Grandma got to wipe his butt for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Candy, because remember, ribs and arms bruised up, right? I couldn't even chicken wing, couldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get people to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I'm in like this dangerous emotional state.
Right.
Right. From top of the world, so to speak, to can't even wipe your own butt. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know like what this feeling is like.
I'm with
right?
you on that one. Yeah.
So you go from one extreme to another. You know what I'm saying? And so I get so cranky and so mad at myself. Like, why did this happen to me? You know, so all this questioning myself and all these things. So my emotions were like out of hand, and mentally, I was like in this weird place of depression and all this stuff because I was a 21-year-old person, 21-year-old man in a wheelchair, and then into a walker, right? And then, well, no, I'm sorry. I went from trying to do the crutches, but so to a wheelchair, then a walker. Yeah, I used a walker for one day, right? I'll never forget. I got up out of the bed, and it took me like 30 minutes to get out of the bed. And my grandmother can hear me. She's like, "You okay in there?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I'm getting up, and I had, the little basins you get from the hospital, the thing they, for you to wash up with or whatever. So I got that on the walker, right by the walker, and I'm washing up, and I'm standing there trying to hold myself up, right, washing up. And I slow drag into the kitchen where my grandmother's cooking breakfast. And she's like, "You made it. I was wondering when you was gonna come in here." Now, this is the first time that I used the walker to walk by myself, right?
Right.
She was like, "I was wondering when you was finally gonna use that walker." And it hurt my heart so bad. She was trying to encourage me to get your behind up and get your life together, right? This is what she was trying to inspire me to do. But I took it as the walker. When I saw the walker, it was like you only see old people using walkers. You know what I'm saying? That was my mentality. So I walked, I'll never forget. You remember how you said slopping hogs? Remember that? Remember you was talking about slopping hogs? Yeah. So my grandmother still had a hog pen. I walked down to the hog pen on the walker, and I threw that walker across the little ditch from the hog pen. And I remember walking back, right?
Yeah.
And doing that walk back, I could feel like my energy change. Like, I'm going to get back right. But you know what, Chuck? I didn't get back right then. You know what I'm saying? It took me years and years and years to emotionally and mentally get back right. It took for me to start appreciating things. Like when I saw my son being born, he was there. He was like, my son was born. They showed me there, like, "This your baby." And he wasn't doing that. He's just dormant. Then they slapped him. He came and he started crying. The little baby cry. The little baby cry. And I was like, "Oh shit, I'm a father."
Right.
So my emotions changed. Like I went from being like the random, always angry all the time guy that would fight at the drop of a dime after the accident to, I can't do that no more. I gotta be around for these people.
Right.
11 minutes later, my daughter was born. Right? Twins. Right? Yeah, twins. Right? So it's like now I go from like this dude, like I'm not only a father, I'm really in charge of somebody's life, kinda.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And so it's that thing, like you have to kind of get to that place where you understand what emotions. This is me now. I'm not a professional. I didn't go to school for this. But what I'm saying is you got to get to that place mentally and emotionally where you keep that balance where things don't get you out of sorts. You know what I'm saying? Because you and man in this YouTube game, people are yo, a dude is mad at me right now because I only played 4 seconds of his intro. I only played 4 seconds. When he's sitting backstage, I was like, yeah, I'm trying to get in. And one of the talking dudes, one of the talkers, I ain't gonna call him out, but one of the people that love to talk was talking. I'm saying one of the people that love to talk was getting into their bag, right? And I'm like, okay, I can't leave my man back here backstage. Let me bring him in. You know what I'm saying? And so I played this intro. So I cut the talker off, played the short intro, played the intro short. It's like 4 seconds, and I brought him in, and then the talker went right back to talking. And the dude got mad at me and called like 5 people and was like, "Uncle Freezie doing me dirty. He only played my intro for like 5 seconds. I hate Uncle Freezie for that." So I was like, wait a minute. So I was in a car accident. I broke my leg, right? Broke all this stuff in like 1,000 places. Doctor was like, yeah, you're going to walk again. Now, you may not be able to run and jump like you used to, right? I was like, what? This is dude, a doctor telling somebody 21 years old, like, you'll never be the same person that you were before, right?
Right.
And so, but this dude, and I got over it eventually. This person is mad at me right now because I didn't play their intro for long enough. And so they're like, yo, Uncle Freezie's a jerk. So emotions make you cry sometimes, subliminal.
Yes, I can understand how not hearing intro music will make you feel, I too know what it's like to have my intro cut short too. Now that you bring this up, my intro music is 3 minutes and 42 seconds, and you don't even play 42 seconds of it. And so emotionally, that made me feel. All right, I'm being a jerk. Listen, what are we being what are we being so I know petty is an emotion.
Right.
How do we compartmentalize these emotions and which ones we should indulge in and which ones we should put up in the shelf, like this ain't even worth uh spending that kind of time and energy on. We should be able to express our emotions. Like when I'm upset about something, I should be able to come to you as a man and say, hey man, I didn't like this, or this is how I felt about this.
Right.
But then there's also a fine line of, now you're just being petty, bro. What are you really upset about? I try not to discount the things that may upset or frustrate people, because the first thing we'll say is, oh, it's only this.
Right.
I had that happen to me, and I dealt with it like this, but everyone's not the same. right?
Minimizing and justifying.
Minimizing and justifying, and you can't like someone who broke their foot. I can't discount their pain because I broke my neck. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like two different injuries. You may feel one is more severe than the other, but that don't take away from the pain that this person is feeling. And you
Right.
can't use my a situation like mine or yours, tr- dramatic. I mean traumatic injuries that change the course of our lives
Right.
to someone who broke their foot um because they dropped the dictionary on it. Like you
Yeah.
can't look at that person and be like, oh man, you complaining about that. You can't discount people's pain in that way.
Right.
Um, because I've seen people break under circumstances that were head scratching. Like, this is what you was.
Right.
Wait, what?
Right.
Okay, let me help you out because situations like that are going to be uh, those are more common occurring issues, sir, that you're upset about, and you can't go through life being upset about the wind blowing. You know,
Right.
um, and I think that I'm not Ralph Tresvant. I ain't sensitive. I'm not. I'm
Right.
not a man of sensitivity.
Right.
I wasn't. Man, when you the baby in a house of 11 people,
Right.
you get the butt of everything.
Yes.
You get the butt of
Yes.
everything.
Yeah.
Man, you get the butt of everything. So you learn to deal and accept things. But as a kid, you be like, wait till I get older. This
That's
ain't
why
gonna
I'm.
keep happening to me.
That's why I'm a fatty because I didn't grow up in a house like that, but there was some years like I lived with family and everybody was older than me. So Grant would cook a tray of chicken wings, right?
Hmm.
And my cousin would be like, "Hey, I'll trade you two of not the drums. What's the other? What's the other? The part of the chicken wing, the middle part. What do we call them?
The breast.
No, chicken wings.
Oh, the chicken wings.
The
The
middle part
drumette.
of the chicken wing. Yeah, I'll trade you two drumettes for 14 tips. I was like, 14? Hell yeah! And I get them wing tips, bro, and there would be nothing on them, bro. And I'll be stuck. And I'll be like, you rascal, you tricked me again. Because I gave him meat and he gave me with the wing tips. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be there putting hot sauce on it and pepper, trying to make it a meal. You know what I'm saying? So by the time when I was grown, when I started being able to buy my own food, shit, let me get a number 7 and a number 4. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But them big people, bro, yo, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but anyway, yeah, man,
Um. Pierre. Who was that? Pierre Mose.
thank you,
Am I
man.
saying his name right?
Moist.
Moise.
It's moist. I say moist being funny.
Okay.
Pierre Moise. I say it like
Okay.
that, you're messing with him, but it's Pierre Moise.
He makes a good point. They upset at their position in life or not being able to live their true desires. That is a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
Um, and I could throw myself into that um to a certain extent. Like Uncle Freezie, I got those doctor reports. You're not going to
Right.
be the same. No, I was told I would never walk again, and I got to sit there and not cry because my mom is sobbing
Right.
and squeezing my hand, and I'm like, uh, okay. And at first, being strong for her was good enough. But then I started seeing things that I wanted to do, things that I thought I should be doing, not being able to uh because of my because I broke my neck.
Right.
And so I became angry, like, yo, I was doing everything right. You know what I mean? Like I was handling business, and I'm just about to. I'm not even in the prime of my life yet. It's the beginning stages,
Right.
and
We
you
didn't even
take
turn 30.
yes.
Yeah.
I why me?
Right. Yeah. I went through that.
Um, and for a while that had me in a very depressive state. No one wanted to really be around me
Right.
because I would suck the joy out the room. Don't bring that joy in here.
Yeah.
Let me get that
Yeah.
joy out of here.
Yeah.
What you opening up my blinds for?
What y'all
I like it
smiling
dark in
for?
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong
Yeah.
with y'all?
Yeah.
You don't want to go sit outside for what? Sit in the wheelchair for what?
Right.
No. Because I was unhappy with my place in life at the time.
At the time.
And it took me seeing someone else in a perceived worse condition to make me snap out of it.
Yeah.
I was on my way. I was on my way to a doctor's appointment, of the many doctor's appointments I had to go. And here in the city, they have a thing called Accessorize. Most bigger cities have this thing for, disabled. They'll come pick you up, take you where you need to go.
Right.
And so I'm on this thing, me and my mom, and this woman gets on. This lady had to be like 3'2". She's in a wheelchair, and she only has partial use of one hand, where she can use her finger to control her chair.
Right.
This lady has an ID tag on. We took this lady to a federal building. Like, they legit had mirrors under the van, dogs sniffing around the van. Everyone had to show their ID as we go through the gate. Right? Everybody. The driver, her, me, and my mom. And I just asked, I was like, you she was like, yeah, I've been working here for like 15 years. Wait, what? You can do that? What am I
Yeah.
complaining about?
Yeah.
Just like that. Just like that. And that changed the way I thought. Once I started talking to the doctor, well, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How are you coping with this? Not too good. I need to talk to somebody.
Right.
Because I've been bottling this thing up, and I just saw someone that I thought was in a worse situation than me living their best life. I need
Yeah.
to live my best life.
Yep.
In spite of these um in spite of these circumstances. I could easily sit and wallow and be the mean old cuss,
Yep. Yep.
let my emotions get the best of me and blame
Yep.
everyone. So,
But you chose, but at that point, something changed in you. Like, hey, it doesn't have to be like this.
exactly.
And the thing about that is, and shout out to Bodega Wi-Fi, who says some people like to feed off of other people, call them manipulators or energy vampires. They drain you emotionally. Using primarily four methods: interrogation, intimidation, aloofness, and the poor me. Yep. Yeah. So we have a few people like that around us now, right? And so my mission is and the reason why I do the Knicks morning drive and more so vibes and stuff live in the mornings, most weekdays, 8 a.m. to 9-ish. The reason why we do it is so that people can understand that there is more to earthlings and human beings than the things that are just on the surface.
Right.
Like there's more to Uncle Freezie than just being a Knicks fan,
Right.
right? There's more to Chuck Allen than just being a Knicks fan. Same thing with Bodega Wi-Fi and Pierre Moise and everybody. D'Angelo, it's more to D'Angelo than just, man, Randall's body language. Because people
Yeah.
say D'Angelo. It's more to D'Angelo than just that, man. D'Angelo is a person, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A real live person. He funny as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Hilarious.
But and so the thing I'm getting at is in this space, you know, we can legit be so everywhere. I want people to be the best version of themselves. I like for these spaces, vibes and stuff, and Lawrence Tears to be a judgment-free zone where we can go and be ourselves and not worry about being judged or intimidated or bullied or any of that stuff. At the same time, though, we get in these situations, we find that we have to stand up for ourselves in these spaces because sometimes with the environment being so unpredictable, you kind of get into that defensive mode. Right. But that's a good thing, Chuck, because here's the thing. You remember what you said about the guy that whines all the time? Wah, Chuck Allen didn't let me get my way. Wah, wah, boo-hoo, right. I didn't get my way. The opposite of that, which is just as dangerous, is the person that retracts and steps back from everything, right? And is, you know, left alone to have like these sick thoughts unto themselves. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want that either. You know what I'm saying? You want to find that balance of social skills, social acceptance for who you are. You know what I'm saying? And the knowing when to step away and when to step in. You feel me?
Right. Finding that balance. Right. Because I too used to think, no, you know what? I still think this way. I can back down because it doesn't make me feel less of a man.
Right.
Because I know something you don't know. Do-da, do-da. I'll put my foot up your ass all do-da day. And you don't know that. You don't know. See, people who talk a lot never been beat up before.
Right.
They ain't never been knocked out.
Right.
They ain't never had to really fight somebody. I ain't talking about a couple shoves here. I mean, sitting in the car like, whew. Oh man, look at my nose. Jeez, that was something serious. Because I think once you get blasted in the face a couple times, you know this is a man. This is a no-fly zone. Let me move with caution because something can happen because it's already happened. Right. I just I will back down because some people won't, and I'm like, okay, are you sure? And then when you unleash the beast, well, you ain't had to do me like that, man. All I was saying was, and look at my eye. What am I supposed to do about this? What am I supposed to come on, man? You ain't had to. And but you said this is what you wanted. And I don't want I'm in no position to do that now. Like fight like I used to, no position to do that. So in order to preserve my life, I'm never mind. Sir, we have to learn how to it's you gotta like the Kenny Rogers song. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away. When you what is it? When your run is done,
and know when to run,
Yep. So, evaluate situations, Um, um, be strategic
Right.
in how you move. You know,
Chuck, what about respect though? What about respect? I think in today's day and age, in today's age, people don't know what respect is and what boundaries are.
I agree with that.
The reason why I bring that up, Chuck, is because in today's age where most of the time we meet each other, it's virtual. Our conversations now are less formal and less
Right.
like face-to-face interactions. I think people feel like they can just speak to anybody any kind of way. Like I legit was just buying. I'm such a loser. So I was buying grapes yesterday or this morning, and this young dude told this old lady to hurry up. He's like, "Man, old lady, would you hurry up?" And I was like, "Don't hurry up for this fool." Walking around with his pants sagging, too tight pants, look like Tinky Winky. He told an old lady to hurry up. What kind of world do we live in, man?
We live in a we are living in a dangerous time, man. Here's why I say that. As a teenager, you know, I had friends that were academics, and then I had friends that were that acquired their academia from the streets of from the school of hard knocks.
Right.
And but here's the thing about those guys. Those guys will be doing their thing. But if Miss Johnson came by, hey man, hold it down. Good morning, Miss Johnson. How you doing? You need some help with that?
Right.
Let me get that for you, Miss Johnson.
Right.
Once Miss Johnson is out of sight, it's back to business.
Right.
There was a level of respect. Miss Johnson knew what was going on. She knew what they were doing over there. But because I respect her, my grandmother's her age.
Right.
She's my grandmother's friend, or she knows my grandmother or my mother.
Right.
I ain't gonna have her saying I'm out here being disrespectful, even though I'm out here doing wrong.
Right.
Those are the same people that you might have to turn around one day, have to come get on the stand as a character witness. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was always about, I was always taught to respect your elders, even if you don't like what they're saying.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like what they're saying, you can say whatever you want to say in your head.
Listen.
Yep.
At least listen. You know. But
you can say whatever you want in your head. You can call them all kinds of mofos and SOBs in your head, but you better not say that out your mouth. Right. And nowadays, well, I'm grown. I say what I want. And I'm like,
no.
Yeah. Technically you can.
But practically you can't though. Yeah.
Yeah. But everyone has to keep it real. Yo, I'm real. I like them because they real. They say what's on their mind. They blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yes, you do say what's on your mind. But some of the stuff on your mind should not be shared with anyone.
Right.
Keep it to yourself.
Right.
The internet has totally taken away boundaries. They are because here's why. Because I see people in the incident, the situation that you just described. I see it a lot, and I say to myself, like, yo, you know, this is not the internet, right? Like, because when you're on the internet, there's no face, there's no consequences for your actions. You can say, you could do whatever. You could put up a fake screen name. That's why in the chat, on certain places, like I don't engage with folk anymore because I guess what? You're not gonna get in the live chat. You're not gonna cut your screen on, and you're not gonna say that. You understand what I'm saying? If I saw you in the street, you're not gonna say that. But you have this emboldened feeling because I would never have to deal with this um in real life, in real time.
Right.
But then there's some people that are so caught up in this virtual world, they try to bring it to the real world and get rude awakenings. Like,
Right.
yo, you telling
Right.
this old lady to hurry up? You don't know
Yep.
who mama or grandma that is.
Right.
Here's why I
Yep.
keep my mouth shut. I remember when I first started high school in the Carolinas, or first start going to this particular high school in the Carolinas, right? Um, Substitute teachers can be anybody. And I learned that there are a lot of parents, their children uh, don't necessarily have their last name. So, with that being said, there was a young man that came around the same time I did. He was a new guy, and he had a chip on his shoulder. And so, there was a lovely substitute teacher. She was super cool. Like, she was like, hey, listen, we're going to put a paper over the window and the door. Y'all, if y'all keep the noise down, y'all can play spades, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. Right?
Right. Right.
Everything is going fine, but this guy got to be a jerk. He has to go overboard. And she was like, listen, son, calm down with the noise.
Right.
Oh man, you BF you. Now,
What?
now the class gas like, oh, but I'm thinking it's because he cursed the teacher out. I had no idea I knew her son, but I had no idea that was her son because they didn't
Right.
have the same last name.
Right.
She had got remarried. And it was like, yo, that's Big Kitchen's mom, right? Big Kitchen. Oh boy, he's got a problem. 6'4", 300.
Yeah.
I
Silent.
clashed with him in football practice. I hit him from the blind side and knocked myself out. He didn't even see me coming. I was like, I'm taking big boy out. You could hear those pads echoing through up the hill towards the school.
Yep.
Chuck
Yep.
Allen slid down him like spit on the wall. And I said, uh-oh, this guy's going to have a problem. And he don't know it.
Yes. Yes.
Man, when lunchtime got there, it was a wolf against Chihuahua.
What?
When I tell you he got tossed and thrown, I had to lead him to the office like a CNI dog because both of his eyes are shut.
Wow.
But I mean, you
Wow.
can't see his pupils in either eye. His face
Wow.
is purple and black. And I said, you know what? You don't know who mama you talking to. You better watch who you talking to because somebody will do your face just like that.
But
And I was
Chuck,
like,
it's too late. He dialed it up now. All you do is put salt in the wound.
man.
You should have
people
told
like
that before. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh man. Why,
Yeah, man.
Chuck? Why you ain't save him before? He like, no.
Because I didn't know why everybody was saying ooh. Everybody was like, ooh.
Yeah.
And when the bell rang and you walking through classes, and it was like people went running to tell them.
Yeah, of course.
they went to run to go to, and
Especially
I was like,
down south.
I told them to run. That was hey man, you better run.
Like, dog, if I was you, like that would be, if I was you, dog, I would get out of here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But
Like run. Like, go hide out in the woods to 2:30.
He didn't apologize or nothing to the teacher?
Oh, he didn't. No, because he was tough. He was tough, and he had to, man. And so, but that wouldn't be the first. That wouldn't be the last time this particular guy got beat up by someone, for running his mouth and not knowing who he's talking to. And then eventually, he was no longer at the school anymore. I was like, yeah, he's tired of getting beat up.
Hey, I got something I want to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Right? Yo, Jay Boogie is in the building. What's good? My man, my ace, AM to the AM. Jay Boogie, salute, 3 capital S's. Jay Boogie is probably one of the greatest people that I have ever met, bro. But anyway.
Yeah.
And he also my
Jay
older
Boogie's a
brother.
good soul.
Yeah, man. He also my older brother, man. I think he Jay Boogie 7 years older than me. So Jay Boogie must be what? Jay Boogie, you 60? You 61, 62? Yeah. But Chuck, I got a question to ask you. It's a relationship question. And I just want to ask you, maybe we could spend a good 10 or 15 minutes on it, and then before I got a dip to go prepare for the KMD.
No problem.
Because the Knicks play the Miami Heat tonight, and RJ Barrett almost scored 50 last time. So the KMD want to talk about Tom Thibodeau should be fired and Julius Randle, right? But we can talk about 67 in April. but so, hey, Chuck, have you ever had your girlfriend taken by another woman?
No.
Chuck, I'm gonna ask you again because I know I just caught you off guard. I want to ask you again. Chuck, have you ever had your girlfriend taken by another woman?
And I'm going to say that again. Maybe I need to say it low. No.
Okay. Well, let's do this.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Yeah. So I'm minding my business. Minding my business. I'm sitting right by the door, getting ready to go. I'm just chilling for the last. You know how your week is over at work? You know what I'm saying? Your week about to be over, and it's like them last 10 minutes. You
yeah.
You know how you know how the last 30 minutes of your last shift of the week you get senioritis. Like you just don't want to do nothing else. You're like, the man done got what he gonna get out of me this week.
Yeah.
I ain't doing nothing else. So I got senioritis, right? And my man come by and he like, Uncle Freezie, I'm going up when we get outside. We gonna fight. I'm like, what are you talking about? What's wrong with you? You gonna hit a girl? You like, she ain't no normal girl. And I'm like, she ain't no normal girl. When have they stopped making irregular girls? Like, she ain't no regular girl. what kind of, you know what I'm saying? What happened is the lady that go with other ladies done took his girl. They started out talking about relationships and stuff. About him. Like he just don't treat me right. Like he don't do such and such for me. And he don't do and the other girl was like, well, you know that's because of such and such and such and such. And then they start going lunch together without the boy. You're like, yeah, well, y'all go ahead. Y'all got stuff to talk about, whatever. And she winds up taking his girl.
Well, usually, they like dirty macking anyway. They like dirty macking, so it was nothing. It was nothing he could do.
What you call it, Chuck?
Dirty macking. Yes, because dudes do it. Dudes do it. Trust and believe me.
Oh my goodness. Chuck called it dirty macking.
Yes. I got female friends, bro. Like women that I legit grew up with.
Right.
As teenagers and been part of their life. Just not their boyfriend or anything romantic with them. I would hear things, right? So I have these two very close friends. I would say they were my best friends. And so dudes will come over and they'll be talking or whatever, and they used to say something. I know you really like John, but John got another girlfriend.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do you that way. I wouldn't do you that way.
Hating.
Ugh. And I was like, yo, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? That's not going to get you nowhere.
Right.
You know when you leave, she gonna talk about you like a dog.
Right.
But dudes would do that. Yo, I wouldn't do that. Don't talk to Chuck. Chuck is a player.
Oh my goodness.
Chuck got girls in Edisto. Chuck got girls in North. Chuck got girls that go to OW. Chuck got girls over there in Jasper County. Like, dude, what is wrong with you? Like, they're not even like. So I know that they dirty Mac too, and that's their bread and butter. Go talk and get her comfortable. Let her say all her stuff, and then they slide on in there.
Right.
They
you
slide
called
on in
it dirty
there.
macking. I ain't never heard it called that before.
Really?
I ain't never. Wow, that's crazy.
Because listen, don't mention my name because that's not going to get you in there.
Right.
But guys do that because they think if he looks bad and I make myself look good, then I have a better shot. It's a little more covert than them being overt. Like when it's like you and four other dudes and a girl come by and she's giving you attention. Oh man, look at his shirt. I'm trying to talk to somebody with a wrinkled shirt like that.
Yeah.
Like, and you like, word.
So I ain't gonna. Yo, you making me laugh like the dirty macking part. That is hilarious. But when you said look at his shirt, it reminded me this one time that Hawaiian suits was the style in Jersey City. This is like 80. I was like right out of high school. So it's like 80 something. Anyway, I buy a Hawaiian suit. My man was like, yo, my man, check out these shirts. They $3. And so they got Latigua shirts up. The Latigua shirts are like $20. And then they got a shirt with a panther on it in the same spot that's $3. and they look exactly the same. So I'm like, yo, my man, give me 2 of them Panther shirts. Yo, when I tell you I got clowned for wearing that Panther shirt, because Latigra was all over TV, had all the commercials. Latigra, Bugle Boy, and Guess was the styles then, right?
Right.
You remember Guess with the big upside down triangle on all that? And
Yeah.
Latigra, Latigra used to have the commercials on TV. Hold that tiger, hold that tiger. And the girls would be chasing the boys with all the Latigra gear on.
Right.
And Bugle Boy used to be like, all the girls, the random girls would be like,
are those Bugle Boy jeans you're wearing?
are those Bugle Boy jeans you wearing? See, I ain't never saw no damn Panther commercial. So that's why I should have knew. I ain't never saw no damn Panther commercial. Why you laughing, Chuck? Why you laughing? Y'all still laughing at me for that Panther shirt, man?
No, man, because I was in that boat too. Go ahead, finish it.
Yo, I'm hollering at this chick. She don't even notice it's not Latigra. It's a Panther. She don't even notice, right? Mm-hmm. And my man walk up. He like, yo, my man got on a Panther shirt. Rawr. And the girl's like, ew, Panther. And she walk away. So when you said that just now, it kind of reminded me of that.
Listen, sir. That same exact thing happened to me. Now, my mom was not into name brand things at all.
Okay.
Because she didn't feel like paying. Here's why. My mom used to work at a jean factory when she was younger, right? And so she knows that all the jeans come from the same factory.
All the jeans.
All the jeans come. It's just there's a first cut, second cut, third cut of the jeans, and usually the cheaper jeans are like the third or fourth cut of that denim, right?
Right.
The first cuts and second cuts usually be the higher end stuff or mid end stuff like that. She's like, it's the same jeans. And I was like, Mom, you don't know what she said yes. And then go ask this person. Yeah, we used to work at the textile factory and da da da. All right, fine. All right, y'all know what y'all talking about. Okay, good. So she don't want to do that. My auntie, she knew. Like, he a young man. He want to fit in. So she goes down to all my NYC folk down to Canal Street.
Right.
And she comes back with 2 big bags of stuff. Right. Uncle Freezie. I got a Carl Kanan hoodie. I got Guess jeans. I got polo stuff. And there's this one shirt. Man, this shirt was so fly. And it said Tommy Hilfiger.
Right.
But the logo didn't.
Yeah.
The logo said soccer. So I bust up in class. I'm getting all the compliments. Yo, that Hilfiger is tight.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget it. It was this Ecuadorian kid named Eli.
Right? I was gonna say. Yeah.
And he goes, that's not Hilfiger. That says soccer. Boy, you thought I was at Def Jam. Dude, when I said laugh, man, they laughed. I was about to cry. I was almost about to cry. I was like, why would she do this to me? Why would she do this to me? Why would she do this to me? I mean, and it was the cute girl too. Like, oh wow, that's a nice Hilfiger. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, girl, you know what I'm saying? I got plenty of these at home. I just don't wear them.
Yeah. Man, that says soccer. Soccer.
Oh my God.
You know, that hurt, man. That hurt. But I realized that I'm gonna have to get a job because they ain't gonna be picking at me no more.
Yeah.
My Saturday morning, I'm going to bag groceries.
Yeah.
I'm going to bag
Yo,
groceries.
got to get the hustle on. Got to.
Yes, I got it.
Yeah.
This ain't happening. This ain't happening again.
Yeah.
Oh wow, jellies.
Yo, they playing your man. They playing your man in the chat. They playing your man's. Hey, a lot wise. First of all, it's size 15. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Hard Wheels in the building. What's good?
Salute.
Robert Paws in the building. What's good? What's good, man? Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, so I want to ask you this one thing real quick before we wrap up. Before we get
Yes,
out of
sir.
here. What is going on with the whack breakfast cereals nowadays, bro? Have you noticed that there have been no good new breakfast cereals that have come out? That all the dope cereals, breakfast cereals that have come out are from our generation or previous. Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks, Peanut Butter Crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yo, somebody put a good cereal in the chat. Somebody name a good cereal in the chat. Yo, Ron, what's good?
Salute, Ron.
Ron is that dude, man. Ron is a chief rocker.
Yes.
I love the way Ron rocked the mic, man.
Yes.
Yo, Pudge Nice was like, yo, Frosted Flakes. Hey, Frosted Flakes do be. Yeah.
Crunch
Crunch berries.
Lucky Charms. Yes.
Oh my God, bro. For those that smoke, I ain't gonna lie to you. For those that smoke, know that if you ever do your thing and eat Lucky Charms, you like, what the fuck? What can be better than this? What could be better than this right here? You know what I'm saying? Like for those that smoke, those for the smokers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You do your thing and Lucky Charms, bro.
Yeah, man.
What the fuck? I'm calling out of work, bro. I'm staying home. Hey, this is a sick day now. Shit, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yo. So what's your favorite, man? What's your favorite breakfast cereal?
Oh man. Right now or all time?
Right now, what you feeling?
Oh, my favorite cereal right now is Raisin Bran.
Okay.
But before,
Right.
I would do half a bowl of Crunch Berries and then half a bowl of Lucky Charms. Mix them together. Maybe that's why I'm in the situation that I'm in now. That was just too much sugar.
Possibly. Yo, listen, Fruity Pebbles. I forgot about Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles and Kicks are amazing together.
What? I never tried that.
Hey man, you ain't. So yeah, I I partake. So I be experimenting a lot. A lot. Maybe this will be for Monday or maybe next Friday if I remember the things that I've concocted while under the influence, like literally peanut butter, slices of banana on honey wheat bread.
What?
Yes. Go to town. Go to town.
Yo, oh my God, bro.
I will make breakfast, grits, eggs, sausage, bacon.
Right.
And I will put it all in one bowl and cover it with cheese and go to town.
Yes, yeah, of course. I did that at so I hate to get into these Uncle Freezie dating the chick things, man. But a long time ago, this chick was like, you know what I'm saying? I met her at the club. She was like this dope boy girlfriend. He had just like got locked up or whatever. And I didn't like the dude. I wasn't trying to date his girl or whatever. We just met at the club. It was a dude. It was stupid, man, because I didn't like him because he bench pressed more than me.
Okay.
So anyway, you see how petty, how stupid that is. But anyway, so
I wasn't going to say nothing. I was just listening.
Because I used to go to his house. We'd hang out or whatever, right? And I genuinely did not like this dude, and he genuinely did not like me. But unlike his cronies, he could bully them around. Like he would come say something greasy out the mouth to me, and I'd be ready to dirt him. But we couldn't dirt him, and then have people calling the police, and then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All this, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I'll keep on. Is what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, so his girl, she was fine, and this is the country now. This is the country. This is Fairfield County, right?
Okay.
You know what Fairfield County at, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we outside in front of, you know what I'm saying, in front of the double wide. The dude, me and the dude don't get along. Whatever. Something happened to do, leave, go do whatever. And so there's this club, and then next to it is a restaurant. The restaurant served, you know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, whatever. Miss Wilhelmina, she ran a little spot. When she wasn't there, her daughter, you know what I'm saying? Her daughter can cook too. But man, Miss Wilhelmina, bruh. Miss Wilhelmina, she messed around. Chuck, I'm gonna get to the club story, but she messed around for me. I was like, Miss Wilhelmina, what else she got? She was like, Chuck Council. Chuck, listen, I was high as giraffe nuts, right? That's how high I was, right? So she was like, maybe all I got is collard greens. I was like, give me the collard greens, Miss Wilhelmina. I'm starving, right? Right. And so she was like, collard greens or what? You just gonna eat a big carry-out box of collard greens? She was like, I was like, I'm hungry. And yet she's like, no, let me do this. So she take the collard greens, she put them on a hoagie roll, and she put bacon on top of it and melt cheese on it, and she give it to me. Chuck, when I tell you I molested that sandwich, Chuck, when I should have got 25 to life for what I did to that sandwich, bro. I'm telling you, no, without the possibility of parole, bro. I'm telling you, for what I did to that sandwich. And so my cousin watched me eat. He was like, "Man, slow down before you get a ticket." And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, "This ain't good, bro." You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So anyway, I go back and I asked Miss. This is like a month later. I'm like, "Miss Wilhelmina, can you make me?" So she make me the sandwich, and then she make one for my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So. And my cousin is a fat boy, right? Mm-hmm. And so, and yo, Chuck, why do ladies always love the big boys?
Because they cute, cuddly teddy bears, man.
You know that it's a name for that, right? You know they call them chubby chasers.
Oh, word.
Yes, there are women out there that are chubby chasers. Like they legit love the big dudes. They call them chubby chasers. But so anyway, so anyway, me and the girl, we meet at the club, blase blah, things happen. She like, yeah, you know, he used to put his hands on me and all kind of stuff, whatever. We go to this place called the Huddle House down south, right?
That's where you go when the Waffle House is packed. Thank you.
Yeah, yes. After the club.
Yes.
So I'm like, I don't eat here. This is a greasy spoon plate. Now, mind you, I'm from Jersey City.
Right.
And diners in Jersey City are diners. Yes. So I get down south, I see the Waffle House and the Huddle House. I'm like, it looked like a diner, but it ain't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, because in New Jersey, I can get off the turnpike, man, and go, you know. But anyway.
Mm-hmm.
she's a small little thing, right? She says, "Give me double hash browns all the way, melt the cheese on the top." And I'm like, "What? Are you high?"
Yeah.
She's like, so we get. She was like, and she's like, "Oh, yo, do the same thing for my man." I'm like, "Well, you're gonna have to eat both of these because if this shit nasty, I'm sorry, if this thing nasty, I ain't eating it." You know what I'm saying? So we get it, Chuck, and it's hash browns, and it's got everything in the Huddle House.
Oh yeah.
It got the sausage crumbles, the bacon crumbles, the onions, the peppers, the cheese, everything on it, right?
Yes.
And I was like, I ain't never ate hash browns like this before. And I tried it, bro. And me and Lena, ever since, I'm sorry, I need to come up with a Waffle House name real quick because I said a name by accident.
Charlene.
Jody.
Jody.
Yeah,
Right.
Charlene. So me and Charlene, after all of that, every time we went, that's what we got, right? Because you eat it, I noticed you eat anything and it be delicious.
Yes. Yes. And if it's really good, oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
Bro, what
When KFC came out with that bowl, what was it? With the mashed potatoes.
Well, with the chicken and the mashed potatoes.
I was like, I've been doing that. They read my mind. This is for all the people that be late night smokers delight. They come in and hey man.
Hey, don't mess around and don't mess around. And hey, y'all listen, this is just when me and Chuck be kicking it, man. This is just how the conversation go for those that are trying to follow like a connective narrative or whatever. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? But don't mess around, Chuck, don't mess around and mess around and be high. And hungry. Yeah. And a good movie. Don't mess around and be high and hungry and Beach Street come on. So you like, or you got your box from Waffle House, you just coming in, you tired, you just slouch down on the chair, you grab the remote, and 2 can play that game is on. Like,
oh man.
You like, what?
My night is lit.
Yes. Yeah, you know how it be, you get home and you look at the clock be like 3:14. You like, oh man, I need to get some. Man, I'm 3:14. It's a 3:15 in the morning, man. I gotta eat something. I gotta eat it because I ain't want to warm it up in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You mess around and open your box and grab the remote, and you click on the TV, and something like The Godfather is on classic. You already know you ain't going to work. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't going nowhere, bro.
Nowhere.
I'm about to kick back, relax, eat this grub, and watch The Godfather. You know what I'm saying? All umpteen hours of it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm watching it all.
Yes.
Let me see how I'm gonna do it. Earl, I can't. Earl, I can't. That ain't it. Earl, I ain't gonna be able to make it today, man.
I call it. Hey, I call my supervisor.
I've been there.
Hey, I got scrap throat. You got fool. I just seen you 5 hours ago. Yeah, that thing moved fast, man. Because my boss was my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? He hired me because we was, because we friends or whatever. He was like, yo, I need somebody to come in and do such and such job. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, And then plus we would ride to work together, whatever. But he was my boss.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I didn't do it often, but randomly I got scrapped. I called him one time. Hey, Chuck, I called him one time. Hey man, I got the ninja. He like, yeah. He like, and that's code. That was code to him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm out, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Right.
But yeah, man.
Shout out Subliminal Tool. Now, Sublim, you got to go in a little more detail. What is the jailhouse spread?
I'm interested.
I want to know what that is. Like, what do you mean? Like, you make a pack of ramen noodles and you cut up some sausage links in it and put some tomato sauce on it, or what we talking?
Or some spam.
Or
You
some
you could cut up some spam,
bro. Oh, okay. Top ramen. No, you want to know a man? Give me some saltine crackers and Vienna sausages. I'm going to town. Give me a slice of sauce meat
Yeah.
and a honey bun, maybe a piece
Yeah.
of cheese. This a wrap.
Yeah.
This a wrap.
Oh.
That's great.
Yeah.
That is great. That is great eating. Sir,
Yes.
you ain't got no bread. No, I'm gonna put it on this honey bun.
Yeah, put it on something line.
Ew.
Hey Chuck, you making me mad. You making me mad jelly now. You know, man. You know, I'm vegan. I've been vegan for what, 6 weeks. Man, now you got me. You got me in here. Got my mouth watering for some, for some. I want to call them Vienna sausages, but we don't really call them that where we from. We call
what
them.
Y'all call them weenies?
No, my homeboy in the military called them something one time, and it made me laugh so hard that I call them that. So I call them baby D's, baby wieners. You said. Yeah. And I said that one time around my mom, and she was like, "What?" She laughed and was. You ever see somebody be mad and laugh at the same time? Don't be saying the words. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how they be sanctified and full of the Holy Spirit, but you say something and make them laugh, and they like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah. For those that baby D's, baby penis. Give me a can of them baby penises. I know that's inappropriate, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, but anyway, I guess that means I guess that means we should wrap up. But that's what they look like, though.
Yeah, that's what they did. They definitely
And you definitely, and then when you after you hear, you like, I ain't never eating that again. Like this sound, Chuck, just real quick before I wrap up, I promise. I seen my daughter eating a banana one time, and I was like, "Don't you never let me see you eat bananas again."
Yo.
Give me that banana, and I just started cutting it up. She was like 3. She ain't know. She like, my daddy mean. Why daddy hate bananas?
No, baby. It was just the way you was eating it.
Let me chop. I ain't never served a woman a banana. You always chop them up.
Oh man, let me say something, man. I noticed that a lot of men with daughters get very, very protective. They be like, "Hey, man, you ain't about to go down there." But no. I don't even want you to even think of anything like that. Let me chop this up for you, because you ain't.
Yes.
You ain't about to.
Right. No. Yeah, I went off. I was like, oh. Like my whole parental life flashed before. She was 3, Chuck, and like in like a 2-second window, it went from her being an innocent little baby all the way through her stripper stage, and then her doing random porn on the internet and getting beat by a druggie. All of that in like 2 seconds.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, give me that banana. I'll cut that banana up real quick and was like, hey, yeah, baby.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, man.
Let me go, man. Let me see what you done did.
What did I do? What did I do?
Chuck, you are an enabler. That's why we get off the rails, bro. You're an enabler, bro.
Well, first of all, you leave a crack for me to throw some other stuff. Man, listen, guys. I'm like I've always said, I'm 40, I'm 41, but bro, I've lived so many lives. I've done so many different things. There's so many different versions of Chuck Allen. You be like, yo, you used to do what? Yo, you were here and did what? So I have too much experience in certain things. And so when you say things, it triggers a memory like that. And I
Right.
can go right back to that time, everything that was going on, and it's just like wow. And you bring it out, bro, because I don't have some of these experiences. I be thinking they be all to myself, right?
Right. Right.
Um, because like you, I had both the best of both worlds. I lived in the city, and then I lived in the South, and then I was fortunate enough to travel, right?
Right. Right.
Um, so I've seen a lot of different things, and I'm like, yo, man, people don't know what I be talking. Like South meat, my
South
friends in New York don't know nothing about that.
or liver pudding.
Liver pudding, man, what you talking
Yeah,
about,
man.
man?
Yeah, man.
What you talking about, man? I promise you, I know how much you love your beef patty with cocoa bread, but if you ever get your mouth on some sauce and a honey bun, and you wash that down with a cold Pepsi Cola, you'll think you're in heaven. It is
Yeah,
the
man.
best meal ever. Um, but yeah, I know it's time for KMD, so I'm going to be the one to wrap it all up, guys. Yo, we had fun. Um, this everybody, man, everybody that participated today, everyone chimed in with something hilarious. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all for sharing with us, coming and kicking it with us. If you like these vibes and things that are going on here, tell someone else, man. Tell someone else so they can come in and enjoy and walk down this memory lane, this life experience lane with us, man. Um, we're gonna be back Monday morning around about 8ish a.m. to about 9ish a.m. Uh, you know, we're gonna be here. Like we're not going nowhere. So make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend who's going to tell a friend. Hey man, it has been a blast. Harwell, I appreciate you coming through. Delano Steele Jr., Subliminal 209, Savage NYC, Karen Fung, Bodega Wi-Fi, Ala Wise, Robert Parr, Still Nicks, Pudge Nice. Let me see who else was here today. Denny's Mine. Um, Let me see. Jay Boogie, the closer. Real
Jay
King.
Boogie, real king.
S. Brooklyn. Uh, I want to mention everybody's name, man, because everybody said something pretty funny today. Also,
Yeah, man.
Dookie. Also, Duque. Dripmore. Shout out to my guy
Dripmore,
Dripmore.
Pierre Moise,
Yes, sir. D'Angelo. Thank you, sir, for coming
D'Angelo. That's
through.
my guy. D'Angelo. I
Yes,
love
sir.
D'Angelo.
Yes, sir. Black University. Uh
I
yeah,
think
man.
that's
That's pretty
everybody. Yeah, I think that's everybody,
that's
man.
pretty much everybody, man. I wanted to mention your name because I wanted y'all to understand, like, yo, we appreciate you guys coming through and rocking with us, man. You could be anywhere else in the world this time in the morning, but you guys choose to come kick it with us and have a
Yeah.
good time. I hope we add some levity to your day. I hope it help you get through this Friday morning. We appreciate you, and we'll see y'all on Monday. Have a great weekend. Stay
Safe.
safe.
Be safe. Yep.
Be blessed. Peace.
Peace.